Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Truth, telling y'all psychological facts about specific things. In this episode, we're going to be talking about my experience and the experience of most people who lived in the South and are a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Specifically for me, I am trans and bisexual, and my experience is going to be different than most people's experience. I want to, for my editor Rose, who also has their own YouTube channel, they made a whole video about their experiences on the LGBTQ, of them living in the South and being a part of the LGBTQ community. But firstly, before we do anything else, I'm making something new. I want everyone to take a deep breath in and let it out. I want to have an affirmation of saying everything will be alright. Just because you're stressed does not mean anything. It's okay. Now, my experience. Firstly, what is the LGBTQ community? It is described by the gaycenter.org as a abbreviation for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or questioning, intersex, asexual, and more terms. These terms are used to describe a person's sexual orientation or gender identity. So, what does that mean? Well, let's break the terms down even further. What is sexual orientation and what is gender identity? Sexual orientation is who you like, and what the reasons you like them. For example, your sexual orientation could be straight, because you like girls or you like boys. Or it could be bisexual because you like girls and boys. Or it could be pansexual because you like everyone. Or it could be gay if you're a guy because you like other guys. Or it could be lesbian if you're a girl and you like other girls. But what is transgender? And that's kind of what I want to talk about here, because a lot of people, Rose has made a great video about this, of their experiences. But I kind of want to make my experiences of being transgender in the South. Now, I'm not fully out. I want to point that out. So this is coming from the basis of what I've been through without being fully out. I'm out to mostly people in my college, university. A lot of people know I'm transgender, and stuff like that. And there's a lot of discrimination, to be honest. What is the definition of transgenderism? Transgenderism is not correlating your personal self, not correlating your gender with the gender that is with your sex. Basically, that means gender is a social construct that bases on how you feel on the inside. So, like, you could be a biological guy and feel like you're a female. Or you could be a biological female and feel like you're a male. Or you could be neither and be gender fluid, or you could be all of the above. That's what gender means. That's what transgender means. It's kind of an umbrella term. I am a male to female, and I've been a lot. It's been a lot. I've met a lot of people who accept me in my college, and it's great to have those things of being accepted, coming out and being accepted. It's so affirming, but here comes the but. You're not gonna have everyone that's going to confirm who you are or your gender. I know personally for me, I'm not out to my parents, but my parents are very transphobic and homophobic, so it's very hard to have that affirmation from them. And I want to bring up some statistics for y'all about the death rate and the suicide rate of transgenderism. I said in the article by ncbi.llm, and I'm going to put the entire thing, but the actual name of the organization is the National Library of Medicine. It says they did a experiment and a study on the death rate of suicide rate of transgender people. And their methodology, I'm not going to go through all of this, but basically it was just literature conducted using these sources, electronic databases, PubMed, ProQuest, Google Scholar, PsycInfo, manual search, library catalogs, gray literature, consultants, experts, etc. but the results were about 32 to 50% of transgender people have tried or have a thought of committing suicide. Now, what does this mean for the community, or what does this mean for the United States in general? This means that half to almost a little bit under half of transgender and LGBTQ transgender people in the United States are wanting to commit suicide. Why is that? If y'all haven't seen, I'm sorry about the planes. I am outside and swinging on a swing like we usually are, and they're flying tonight. It's night flying time. But back on topic. That means all these laws and the legislations that the Supreme Court are putting out, and that like the president, the Republican Party, Donald Trump and all that stuff. I'm not going to get too political or anything like that, because it's not my point of trying to make. But they are increasing the death and suicide rate of children. I'm going off of bits and data here, but most transgender people are from the ages of 15 to 18 or above. Most people who know they're transgender by 15 years old. I didn't know I was transgender until about 18, 19. I mean, I had a feeling. I've always kind of felt more feminine than masculine, but I was so stuck into that homophobic and transphobic like mindset that I would not allow myself to be what I thought I was. And thank you to the person I came out to and was like, yeah, that's fine, you're okay. And that kind of like broke down my structures, if you understand, if you get what I mean. Broke down my walls and let me know that I can be who I really am. I'm not going to get into too much of that. If you want to go a little bit more about my backstory and a little bit more about abuse, there is a video that was posted, and I really want you to go watch that. It's a really beautiful video, and a lot of information into that video. My experience of being transgender right at this point right now is that it's good and affirming for me to be known, for me knowing who I really am and having friends that will help me and teach me and like do my makeup and let me wear their dresses and stuff like that. It's very affirming. But also there's an other hand to that as well, of being more of like, hey, I've been called slurs a lot because people know about who I am, and I'm a part of the LGBTQ community. And I'm in the South, and that's kind of the thing I want to point on to next, because I want to shortly point on to this. Basically meaning, in the South, you're going to get called a slur, and because it's such a part of the Bible Belt, especially where I'm from, is that it's very Christian, and a lot of Christians are going to be like, oh no, you can't do this, you're going against my God. You're going against a God, and I've been told I'm going to hell. I've been told a lot of things, and that could be very unaffirming to some people. It was for me for a long time, but I've also learned that I need to take my destiny into the future. I need to be who I want to be and who I really am. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to be who I really am. And to my final message to my dear viewers: if you're transgender, if you're a part of the LGBT community, or if you're not, or anything, take life with a grain of salt. You have memories for a reason. Look back on those memories, but don't live in them. Live in the present, because if you live in the past, you're never going to get anything done. Thank you. Again, I hope y'all have a great day, night, evening, whatever y'all doing. And I hope y'all enjoyed this little rant and little information video that I did about being transgender and being part of the LGBTQ community in the South. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the flip side. And bye, everyone.